Hello everyone. Today we continue the lesson Cell the Unit of Life. It is the lesson of class 11th with topic ribosomes. It is also called Pallades particles. Why we called it Pallades particle? Because it firstly invented by George Pallade in 1953. It is found in cytoplasm. Ribosomes is also called protein factory. Initially it is also called microsome. After that, the term ribosome is given to it. It has a without membrane bound structure that we call no membrane is present here. Other cell organelles, even though all the cells having the cell wall around it may be cell membrane or plasma membrane around it, but ribosome have not any type of the membrane around it. It is found in both prokaryotic cell as well as eukaryotic cells, but some exceptions are there. It is absent in mature sperm cell as well as it is absent in mature RBCs. These are the exception of ribosomes. It is generally found in all type of the cells and some cell organelles also. We called here some cell organelles also contain ribosomes. The cell organelles like mitochondria and plastids. If we talk about the location of the ribosome, then we say that it is found in free state in cytoplasm, but generally it has actually two units. We talk about that unit, and the smaller subunit is found in free state in cytoplasm, while it is attached with outer wall of nucleus and walls of endoplasmic reticulum that we called ER. And due to presence of the ribosome on ER or on the wall of the ERs, it look like a rough structure, and that we called the rough endoplasmic reticulum due to the presence of ribosome on it. It also present on the outer wall of the nucleus, and the outer wall of the nucleus is continued with the endoplasmic reticulum or rough endoplasmic reticulum. So both the structure contain the another unit of the ribosome that we call the larger subunit. Here both the membranous structure, the attached form of ribosome is larger subunit, while in the free state it is the smaller subunit of the ribosome is present. This is about the location of the ribosome. Now we talk about the ribosome structure. Ribosomes is divided into two parts according to their structure, that is the larger subunit. It is attached to the membrane. Membrane of nucleus and rough endoplasmic reticulum with the help of protein, and that we called riboflavin protein. Riboflavin protein is essential to stick the ribosome, larger subunit of the ribosome, to on the walls. And the another is the smaller subunit, and it is found in free state in cytoplasm. Now we talk about the types of the ribosomes. Types of ribosomes. It is mainly of two types: 70S type of the ribosome and 80S type of the ribosome. It is 70S type of the ribosome generally found in prokaryotic cell and cell organelles like mitochondria and plastids, while 80S type of the ribosome found in eukaryotic cell. That 70S and 80S type of the ribosome are again divided into subunit, and we talk about their subunits. Firstly, the 70S type of the ribosome is again divided into two subunits. That is the larger subunit we called it is 50S type, while smaller subunit it is of 30S type. S is nothing but we called it the sedimentation coefficient. Sedimentation coefficient, and it is invented by the Zoidberg's scientists that we called so we called it Zoidberg's unit because that is invented by the Zoidberg scientist. Okay, what is the sedimentation coefficient? Actually, what happen whenever it detect? Firstly, the ribosomes are centrifuge, and centrifugation is nothing but the rotation of the ribosome at high speed. In PCR, and after the rotation they are settled down, and they are settled down on the basis of we called it they are settled down and they are settled down on the basis of their shape, their size, density, their weight. All these parameters are responsible to it, and the settle down during this process the larger subunit are settled down at the bottom of the flask, while the smaller subunit are settled down upper of the larger subunit. That's why we are divided that ribosome into two subunit part, the larger subunit which are settled at the bottom of the flask, while the smaller subunit which are settled at the upper side of the larger subunit. And that's why we are divided into smaller subunit and larger subunit. So 70S type of the ribosomes is again divided into 50S type of the ribosome and 30S type of the ribosomes, while 80S type of the ribosomes have a larger subunit with 60S type, while the smaller subunit of 40S type. Now we say that how it is made up or which component are present in ribosomes. Ribosomes is generally made up of rRNA, that we call ribosomal RNA plus protein, and protein is also R type of the protein is present here. When we talk about the 70S rRNA, then its larger subunit is near about 60 to 65% it contains rRNA, and out of that rRNA 23S to 5S type of the rRNA is present in 50S subunit, while 16S RNA is present in 30 subunit, the smaller subunit, and it also contains the 35% to 40% of protein, and out of that 35 to 40% protein, the all subunit contain the equal amount, while in case of 80S RNA it is about 45% of the rRNA part, and it is divided into subunit is in the form of 20S, 5S and 5.8S part of in larger subunit that we called 60, while the 80S part present in smaller subunit that we call the 40S type, that is one the 60S type, and it contain near about 55% of the protein. Means in case of 70S type of the ribosome, that type of ribosome contain more amount of rRNA and less amount of protein, while the 18S type of the ribosome contain less amount of rRNA and more amount of protein. Now we talk about the larger subunit of ribosome. Larger subunit is attached to the nucleus membrane as well as on the endoplasmic membrane, and it has the three parts. We called it that it is divided into three parts, or it has a three sites. The one site is called A site, and we also it called the amino acetyl site. Here the amino groups are attached to that site first. Then second site is called P site. P site is also called acceptor site because during the protein synthesis, firstly it accepts the amino acid. So it we called acceptor site. Rather than acceptor site, we also called it peptide site because the peptide bond between the amino acid is create here. That's we called it peptide sites. And the third site is E site. It we call donor site and exist site because the amino acid particles are exit from the ribosomes from that part. Here we draw the structure of the larger subunit. It is look like that. That is the notch is present in it, and that is the big one part of it. It is the E, and between the E and P, there is a canal between it or tunnel between it, and that tunnel is attached to the membrane of ER. With the riboflavin protein, and the another portion is A here. A site, P site and E site. Now we talk about the smaller subunit. Smaller subunit is the flat platform and it is the head-like structure. Which is freely suspended in the cytoplasm or bast cleft. It is look like that. Here we draw the structure of smaller subunit, and that notch we called it the mRNA binding site because the mRNA bind first on the smaller subunit. After that, the larger subunit join to it. We know that during the process of protein synthesis, mRNA is come from the nucleus by the process of transcription, and the smaller subunit is joined to the mRNA part. After that, the bigger subunit is come and to join to the mRNA part. But for the assembly of the bigger subunit and larger subunit, we called it assembly of both subunit. One ion is essential here, and that is the Mg plus ion. The assembly of the both subunit of the ribosome is just found or just possible in presence of the Mg plus ion. Means if the Mg plus ion level inside the cytoplasm increases, then the assembly of the ribosomes is possible, and if it is decreases, then both the ribosome subunit are move away from each other, and its concentration is near about concentration of the Mg plus ion inside the cytoplasm. It is less than 0.001 mu. Then both the subunit, both we called here, both subunit separate to each other. And if the concentration is more than 0.001 mu, then both the unit assembly is takes place inside the cytoplasm, or we called it vice versa. Sometimes our ribosome are found in the pair form, that is the smaller subunit and it is the bigger subunit, and these are found in the pair form, and that condition we called dimer of the ribosomes or dimer form. And during the process of protein synthesis, suppose that is the part of mRNA, it having a number of coding on it, and ribosome is attached to here. But not only one ribosome is attached, there are number of the ribosome attached on the same mRNA part, and that condition we called polysome and polyribosome. This is the mRNA, and many of the ribosomes are attached to the same mRNA, that we call the polysome conditions. And all these ribosomes are help in the protein synthesis or decoding the coded region of the mRNA. This is about the ribosome. I hope you understand it. In next video, we talk about the another cell organelles. Thank you.